Hi, welcome to the Dream Team Hangout. My name is Carly J, and we have an incredible panel today sharing their successes and all the amazing things going on with DSD. I'm going to introduce Jason Estrada, because I love this guy, I swear. Jason, why don't you go ahead?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm here. No technical difficulties, so awesome. Just excited to be on the Hangout today and be able to share my personal testimony. I'll be coming up on a few anniversaries here. We got a lot of things going on here the month of May here coming up, but yeah, it'll be almost a year in a month here with DS Domination. So we've just seen nothing but success. My wife and I, she's in my picture. You can see her down there. Have both kind of tag teamed this business and been able to drop ship together as a team and been able to share this with others as well. And we've brought in quite a few individuals and been able to bless them with this opportunity here with DS Domination. So got nothing for love for the Dream Team and for DS Domination and our founders. And I'm just excited to be on the Hangout, Carly.
Awesome. How long have you been in?
It'll be 1 year in May.
Awesome. Awesome.
1 full year in May. Time flies, and it's pretty cool because at the end of today, we'll see what happens. But I was looking at my eBay, one of my eBay accounts. We have 2 accounts set up where we drop ship from. But one of my accounts, it says my evaluation is due today. It's my second account. We set it up about 7 months ago, and by the end of today, I should be a top-rated power seller on that account.
That is awesome. Way to go. Congrats.
Oh, waiting for that email.
So let me ask you a question. What got you started in DSD?
Well, a couple things. Obviously, financials, was definitely probably the major thing. But the best part for me is I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always had exposure to different MLMs, and I wasn't as successful as I have been with DS Domination. And luckily for me, the individual that I got started with, I had a lot of trust in, and we've done stuff and partnerships in the past in ministries and as well as business, and it just felt like the right time and the right business, and that was a key for myself and my wife because I don't know, for those of you who are married out there and have had exposure to maybe MLMs, you definitely got to get the buy-in of your significant other. Otherwise, that drags you down and you won't be successful. And that was key for me. It's like, am I going to do this? And if I am going to do this, how am I going to break it to my wife?
Absolutely. I have to agree with you on that. I've been with DSD for about 1 year and 3 months. And I honestly did not tell my husband in the beginning because I had just gotten out of another one. So I had taken about a 3-month break, and when I did find DSD and I started doing the whole eBay side of it, I didn't say a word for almost 3 weeks. I had to make sure before you tell your husband that you got into something else online.
Yep.
So after the 3 weeks was up, I decided to call him in my office and show him our PayPal account. So from then on, he supports everything I do in DSD.
Absolutely.
So, and honestly, I wasn't really looking to get into another, network marketing, MLM type thing. But what I think the biggest thing for me was the person that introduced me to DSD was they told me I could make money without recruiting. I was like, wait a minute. Because I was in network marketing for about 2.5 years in one company. I won't mention any names, everybody knows. But I sucked at it. I did. It was absolutely awful. I did great with the product, but the recruiting part really was just terrible. So finding DSD at that specific time was the most awesome thing that could have worked for me, because I was like, okay, so you're going to teach me how to make my own money, and you're not going to get a piece of it? Okay, count me in. So, and that's basically why I joined. I didn't tell people that I joined when I did because I wanted to make sure that it worked, because a lot of people do follow me on social media and different things that I do on the internet. So by testing it out myself, and I will never forget, actually, my daughter, she's almost 20, she's actually going to Job Corps today, and she was actually with me on my very first sale. And we were in the middle of nowhere, and we heard that cha-ching sound. It wasn't real loud because I didn't have my volume up. And we both looked at each other, and I said, "What was that?" You know. So, and I was driving, so I waited until, you know, I had gotten somewhere with a little bit more civilization. I pulled over and looked, and I saw I had made $18 on my first sale. And I was like, okay. As soon as I got back, I started listing like crazy. And it's just, what's so amazing about it is anyone can do this. It doesn't matter. I did not sell anything on eBay before I started.
Yep.
I bought a lot on eBay, but I never actually sold on eBay. So the training is that good as far as I'm concerned, because, I mean, if you can take somebody that has never touched eBay and be able to continually make sales and continually change your current circumstance, whether, you know, you're looking to make a few extra bucks or you're looking to replace your income, it's available. So I love everything about DSD. I love the fact that there are multiple streams of income, not just the eBay side, but there are several other. I am heavy into Genesis, absolutely love it. But I'm going to stop talking because I could talk about DSD all day, every day. So let's move on to Jonathan.
Well, I'm Jonathan Reese. I am from Ames, Iowa. It's dead center of the state, and it's great to be here. I've actually been selling on eBay for quite a while. I think I started about a little over 4.5 years ago. And I started out thrifting, which is basically going around to thrift stores and garage sales and that type of thing, and just picking up these little knickknacks and for real cheap and flipping them for dollars. And then when I found out about drop shipping here a year ago in April, actually, I was blown away because a friend of mine was doing it and he was making good money on it. And I said, "No, wait a minute. You're taking product and you're listing it, and you're not having to pre-buy anything." I'm thinking like, oh, what I'm already doing currently, right? Okay, so I don't have any money out up front. Okay, I don't have to warehouse anything because I had a basement full of junk. And okay, that's cool. And then, and you're, and I'll be honest, I actually went out and I did a trial listing. Like I said, I've been selling on eBay for a while. I knew how to put all that stuff up. And I sold a little kid's fishing pole, and it sold within 3 days after I listed it. I went, this is kind of interesting. So I bought in, and I've been in ever since. You know? And it's genius because, like, seriously, I mean, you can go out, and I don't have to go and worry about having all my money tied up waiting for a return for something to sell. I don't have to sit down for hours trying to figure out how much is this product that I just picked up really worth, you know, because sometimes you can go out and you can find an item and it's all based on condition, on what its value is. You might find a Tonka truck that's just beat to smithereens and it's only worth $1, but if it's in mint condition, it might be $200 or $300. And then trying to figure out, okay, where do we fit in this 1 to 10 scale? I don't have to do that anymore. All I have to do, everything's brand new, and then people buy it. So. Yeah, it's awesome. I enjoy it very, very much.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Jonathan. That's awesome. Silas.
Hello, my name is Silas. I've been with the Dream Team and the DS Domination since pretty much the beginning. It was about 2 months after it started, or it launched, I should say. Like I said, I think I was kind of like a lot of people, a bit skeptical at first, kind of like, what is this? Something new to the internet. So I kind of just jumped in, taking people's advice, and sold my first item within like 3 days. And then it just kicked on going from there for the next couple months. So I knew that I jumped into something good. it was, I still do it and I still list and I still do a lot of eBay stuff amongst other avenues of DSD that allows us to make money freely. So it's definitely a good thing.
So how long have you been in? Right after it
Since
launched?
October, yeah, like October of, what is it, 2012 when it launched?
Have you ever sold on
2013.
eBay before?
No, that was my first time selling on eBay. I was kind of like you. I just bought stuff on eBay. I never even thought of selling. I was like, I don't got the time for that, but I was like, I'll go ahead and try it. Why not? And I just started listing and took up a lot of my time.
What did you think of the training the first time you went through it?
I went through all the training once, went through the whole process, and then I came back and did the step by step. It was very detailed, very straight to the point where it needed to be. There was no guessing. There was no trying to figure out anything. It was just do as you're told. Just do this and do this and do this, and there it is. So that's true.
That's what I thought was amazing. You know, I never really got into the whole e-commerce side before DSD, and I was in the beginning, you know, a little skeptical. You know, I've done most of my life. I've done internet marketing. I've done a lot of different, you know, blogging and that kind of thing. So it was a new concept to me as far as actually selling a physical product. But in a sense, you're not selling a physical product because you don't have the product. And so basically what you're doing is you're selling other people's products. So you're not having to go to the post office. You're not having to call UPS. You're not having to deal with what a lot of people that sell on eBay do. You know, I mean, it's simple as taking from this site to eBay and selling your product. And the training in itself, there was a lot of stuff about eBay that I had no clue about. And I can tell you that I went through the training the first time, and I was like, I mean, to be honest with you, I was like, why did I think of that? You know what I mean? Because it was the whole concept, because drop shipping has been around for a very, very long time. Yep. You know, you've got companies that have been doing it for years. So the fact that you know, one thing I want to mention is, you know, one of our members on the Dream Team has their 12-year-old doing it. And I absolutely love that video. You have no idea. So it's so easy for anyone to learn and anyone to implement. You know, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out of it. Whether you're looking to make, you know, an extra $100 a month, or whether you're looking, you know, to completely replace your income, it is absolutely possible. It's up to you on how much you put into it, on what you're going to get out of it. Okay, Jason, I'm going to let you talk again, because I just love your energy, dude.
Yeah. I'll try not to spit it all out, but I think, you know, one of the things that DS Domination, specifically the Dream Team, has, you know, given is just, I mean, yeah, we have the step-by-step training, and that's there, and that makes it, you know, capable for a 12-year-old, you know, all the way up to some senior citizens that are looking to add to their retirement account to be able to earn income. But we're such a tight-knit group with the Dream Team, and we really are, you know, a Dream Team family, that the amount of help that you receive, not only on Facebook, but literally contacting or emailing or PMing or, you know, calling some of our Dream Team members, and they're able to, you know, give you their 2 cents and their time to be able to help you with your business. It's just been, you can't put a value to that, and that's one thing that to me has really stood out with our team, you know, specifically the Dream Team, as I mentioned. So it's just been awesome, you know, the enhancements that we've been able to throw in through our Dream Team website to help individuals who, you know, obviously I've had some exposure, and you know, I've been in business before, but there's some people who've never been in business for themselves, so they don't know what they should be keeping track of, and how to offset their overhead. And, you know, you talked about taxes when we were talking about taxes earlier, and you're glad it's over, Carly, and they don't know what to do when it comes to that time of the year. So this is something that we are able to provide, and we're DS Domination to the next level. Right. and to the fullest. And that's you can't compare to that. So for those of you who are actually watching this, DS Domination is definitely an outlet for you to be able to provide significant amount of income into your household. But it's also a way for you to be able to grow as a business owner and be able to keep learning and growing personally and development, as a business owner. So it's been awesome. I love it. I love it. I am not going anywhere. I will say that much. Yeah. And I can't wait till the event in May that's coming up here.
So excited. I am absolutely excited about the event. And talking about the team, I cannot ever put into words the amount of value that Trent, Kenya, and Alessandra have put together for us.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I came from network marketing, and the support lacked. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted out. Now, the differences that I found from migrating from the typical network marketing into the Dream Team with DSD is unparamount. It doesn't matter if your sponsor is available or not. Our group, we've got so many people willing to help, willing to, if you've got questions, there's always someone that's going to answer. And we're not talking about waiting 2 or 3 days. I'm sure that some people on this webinar can identify with that. And what I can tell you is the Dream Team is not just a team. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. I mean, we are a close-knit family.
Yep.
We stand up for everyone. And if you're having trouble, there are so many people that you can reach out to that will point you in the right direction. And that's what makes it different than the normal network marketing MLM. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, and you look at our team, like, the help that we get, you're getting people with so many different backgrounds just on this Hangout. But on our team, one of the posts that I had seen earlier was, like, where are you from? And we got people like in California and Arizona and Australia. I mean, I don't even know where Cyprus is at. Someone put Cyprus on there. I have no idea where that's at. That's cool. Yeah. Is it in the Philippines? That's awesome. Yeah. See? I don't even know where that's at.
Yeah. All over the place. I've got one of my team members is in the Caribbean. So yeah they're like
global.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So Jonathan, I have a question for you. So as far as what you found, as far as I know that you were in eBay before,
right, but
was there a big difference with your sales as far as after you went through the training?
Here's the thing. When I was going through eBay on my own, I'm thinking, okay, I know a fair amount about eBay. I wasn't an eBay guru by any means, and it wasn't a full-time gig for me at that time. It was just more or less a part-time hobby that I was, I'm a junker, so it was a lot of fun, And actually, I got into the Lego market too, and I actually kind of quit the whole thrifting thing, and I just did specifically Legos. So I specialized in Lego, and I still do to some degree. But what was really interesting for me, though, is when I started getting into the training and learning from somebody who's been doing it for so long, things that he's talking about that I didn't even know existed in marketing and eBay listing. With with the SEO and everything else, I'm just going, good grief, this is amazing. And as I'm going through more and more through the training, it just blows my mind at how many things that I didn't know and thought things that I probably should have known, and really, quite frankly, the stuff that he's showing that Roger's doing is stuff that I would dare say that probably 85 to 90% of the other sellers out there aren't doing.
Exactly.
They don't, because they don't know. You don't get this kind of training anywhere. And what he's pulled this all together into one little area, and it doesn't cost that much.
Right.
And then when I upgraded to Elite, I was like a kid in a candy store. I'm going, okay, what's in the, you know? So again, here's the junker mindset. You know, you're at an auction, and you're like, okay, I see something that looks really cool in that box, and you score it for like $1, and you're really excited about it, and you go and you open that box up. You're like, oh man, what else is in here? You know, and you're just digging through this box and throwing, oh sweet, I didn't know that was in there. Well, that's how these video modules are. You're going through the next one, and it's like, and you're like, okay, what's in this next one? You know, and you're going through there, it's like, oh wow, that's so awesome! I'm gonna make more money. And you know, and it just keeps going and going and going. You know, and I have not upgraded to Elite, Unleashed. I am in Genesis, and I went through a Genesis stuff, and that's a completely different training deal on its own. I mean, you're into drop shipping, you go through those modules, you know, that's one thing, and then you go. That's like elementary school, and then you get into Genesis, and it's like college. But the amount of money you're going to get out of it is absolutely astronomical comparatively. I was going through the Genesis stuff, and I went through, and I just happened to find one specific item, and I was like, oh sweet, nobody else is going to have this. And I went and I searched it out, and I started tracking it and watching how the sales were running. And this one item, now granted, it is the #1 listing for this particular product, but still, this is the potential. And they're making anywhere from 15 to 20 grand a month on just that one product.
Right.
On one product.
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay, I got to go find this product and get it listed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? But yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, and
you know, I absolutely love all of the. I mean, absolutely every part of DSD.
Yeah.
Now, what I can tell you is when I upgraded to Elite, I upgraded to Elite and Unleashed at the same time. And the first Elite listing I listed, I made, I think it was like a $67 profit, if I remember correctly.
Sure.
And that was the biggest thing in this house for like almost a week. You have no idea. So, you know, I'm in here dancing, literally with my phone in my hand. My husband comes running, and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I just like screaming at him. I said, "That's from one item."
Right.
So it's the moment you sell something, you understand. The more you list, the more it's going to happen.
Every time my phone goes cha-ching, I'm like, "What did I sell this time?" It doesn't matter how much the profit was. Like, "What did I sell this time?"
Exactly. So the thing about it, and yes, there's different levels, but even at the pro level, you know, I mean, recently I found a hot item, and through the training, through my listing, you know, I sell 2 to 3 a week. So, and this is a pro item, and yes, I am at a higher level, but I still use pro, and I will continue to use pro every day, all day long.
Yep.
And it's just so absolutely easy, and being able, and this was huge for me because I've done a lot of stuff on the internet. Like I said, I've been in network marketing, but just the fact that you start for $19. When the person that enrolled me came to me, told me about DSD, and she said $19.95. In my mind, my network marketing mind, I'm thinking $1,900. You know what I mean? I'm like, I am not fixing to do that again. You know, so when you know, they corrected me, told me $19.95. I was like, okay, what's the catch?
Right.
There's no catch. So, and I was more intrigued than anything else on just the fact that it was only $19.95. And so I'm like, okay, what do I have to lose? 20 bucks? Okay. So, you know, I went in and I watched the first 3 videos, and I was totally there. I did not even finish the videos yet, and I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. So it's so easy for anyone to make a decent income with no experience, you know, and that's what makes DSD so attractive to so many.
The other thing too that I love is that the whole system is designed to build each other through the profits that you generate within your own little company.
Right.
I mean, so literally a $20 investment can turn into a lifetime of income, and quite frankly, your retirement, and if you hit it hard enough, even retiring early.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, the whole system is designed to build on each other so that you're not out of pocket any other expense up front other than that $20.
Yep.
Is designed to help people who don't have a whole lot get somewhere where they need to be.
Exactly.
And I mean, that's what to me, from the humanity standpoint of people who, and that I have been in my own personal situations where you don't have a whole lot.
Right.
You don't have a whole lot of money, and maybe $20 is, I mean, that's a week's worth of groceries for some people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you figure the system out and you go through the training and you start to realize this works, you literally can build. And every company says we can make you a millionaire within however much, but we don't do that. I mean, we say if you go in there and you put the time and effort in, you can make a good income doing this.
Well, I have to admit, when I watched the video before I joined, that was the most attractive thing I had ever seen on the internet. Because you have companies out there on the internet that say you make $1 million in 5 days.
Right.
But Roger tells the truth. What is real and what is actually fake out there.
Yep.
What DSD offers is absolutely attainable by anyone. And that's what makes it completely different than the fly-by-night, new product, whatever, out there.
Absolutely.
And I can't even explain to you, if I would have saw that particular video 3 years prior, I would have totally signed up on the spot, no doubt whatsoever. I had never seen anyone just tell you the truth.
Right.
Without all the hype, without all the, excuse the expression, BS, but actually what is real.
Yep. The one thing I noticed too in regards to the 1995 is just when you look at other network marketing businesses and you have their just startup costs in general, these businesses, these fly by night or these flash in the pan type businesses, they're based on the sign up. That's how the profit is made, is based on the sign up fees. And this business, you're able to do it without recruiting anyone. Not only that, it's affordable, obviously, but there's never been, at least that I've been a part of, a business that I've been able to get in for $20. It's always been 3, 4, 5 times that amount, and then now here I am digging myself out of a hole. But because the only way to really make my money back is to go out there and recruit, and maybe I was or maybe I wasn't at the time bought into the actual product. Where here, it's you get started, like Jonathan said, you learn the system, you get integrated in it, and it just becomes natural for you to kind of like share it with others. And that $20 is really nothing. Can't tell you how many posts I have seen about like Fast and the Furious, that movie, or Furious 7. These guys have made like some crazy amount, I don't know, $160 million on this movie. And the amount of people that are talking about it, and each and every single one of those individuals are not getting paid a dime to talk about that movie. And here we are, with the opportunity to bring in an income to our household and actually share this with others, share this truth, like you said, Carly, with others, and be able to bless other people with this opportunity. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I want to definitely throw that in there.
Yeah, for sure. Ashley, I see you snuck on here.
Yes, I did.
Yay! So, Ashley, me and you have known each other for quite a while, yes?
Yep. Yes, we have.
Ashley and I were actually in the same company. We dealt with a lot of the same issues. And when I joined DS and I saw that she was in DS, it almost was like, yes, I know somebody here. So tell everybody how long you've been in DSD and how things are going for you.
I've been in since, I believe it was November of 2013. I started right when I got taken out of work after a car accident, and I was on my last leg of a work-at-home journey that I thought had reached a dead end, because every company I had been in the past, um, just expensive auto ships for products that did not work as well as they were advertised, and I hated having to make this gigantic list of people that I've known, every single person I've run into in my life. Everything was great at first with those companies, but it just, like, I could never succeed with them because I never had full belief in what I was doing and what the company was doing and where the company was going. And despite the fact that I saw so many success stories, deep down I knew that there had to be, like, it had to be rigged. Like, it cannot be that simple. If it's so simple, then why aren't more people doing this? Why aren't more people successful? So when I got into this, I was like, oh, cool, eBay. I wonder. And I got in, I did the training, and I was kind of blown away that my first sale came as I was spending time with my family. We were out and about running errands, and it was within a week of actually starting to list items. So I was like, oh, okay, this worked.
Yeah.
And it snowballed from there. I mean, I love not having to recruit. I mean, it's kind of funny. This is kind of funny. I'm not bashing MLM at all, because I view DS Domination as an MLM of sorts. It's just a very different one. Every other MLM, in order to reach one rank, you have to recruit somebody. But I could never do that with anything else. I never had the belief. I never had the belief in myself or what I was doing. I come over to DS Domination, I lay low, I stay quiet, I work on my own success, and I start sharing, and boom, I have like 7 people under me now. More than I've ever recruited before, and I'm not even trying. I'm not going out and trying to sell people. So it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, it actually is. I mean, and I ran into the similar scenario. The thing about DS Domination is it's very attractive to a lot of different kinds of people. And just like I had mentioned in my previous network marketing company, I signed up 7 people, promoters, in a 2.5-year span. My first 2 weeks as a DS Domination affiliate, I signed up 14 people. So yeah. that makes you think. Because, you know, and the thing is I didn't go out there and make my warm list and make all, you know, contact your family members and, you know, do the whole challenge party thing, which I didn't like anyway. But the point is all I did was put a couple of screenshots on Facebook, and my inbox just started exploding.
Right, exactly.
You know, and I still get people that were watching me at the very beginning when I joined. Are you still doing that eBay thing? Now, what I want to mention here is, yes, there are different levels, and you can succeed at any level. Now, one thing I want to mention here is, if 5 years ago you were going to tell me that I was going to have my own branded product selling on Amazon, I would have told you were nuts. So, and I have to tell you that Genesis is my absolute favorite level. I absolutely love everything about it. The training is absolutely incredible. And there's just so many different ways. I mean, you know, you hear the word multiple streams of income all over the internet. But honestly, DSD is true multiple streams. I cannot even explain it to you. So, I see Jonathan laughing over there. So, actually, I'm going to go over to Silas because he's been really quiet.
I'm never quiet.
You're always quiet in front of the camera, but you talk a lot on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, what else do you want to share, Silas?
I mean, I kind of have a little bit of same experience as a lot of you guys in the past here with DSD. Some of the biggest things I think that helped me succeed with DSD and eBay was just the consistency of constantly listing. I know for me, in the beginning, I was like, I got to do 100 a day, but could be realistic at some point, right? But to begin and starting, you had to kind of set a goal and just stick to that, and over time it builds and builds and builds. And while you're building that, you're also doing a lot of sales behind that. So that's one of the biggest things I would say. Just stick to it, stay confident, and just stay consistent. That's what helped me out with the eBay sales.
So, you're an affiliate, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you a question on the affiliate side. When people ask you about DS Domination, are you contacting them first, or are they contacting you?
In the beginning, I did a little bit of contacting and just putting myself out there, but it was a lot of posts and my own results, and people would just contact me and say, hey, what are you doing? I've started building a list of people that joined fairly quickly, and just kind of helped them out there too. But yeah, for the most part, they were contacting me and sending messages based off my posts and stuff like that.
And honestly, that's what I think sets DS Domination apart, is you are not out there chasing your prospects. People are coming to you for a reason, because the results are quick. As long as you follow the training to the teeth, you're going to get results, period. But people that want to join, they want to see results. So if you're posting results on social media or wherever you're doing, you're not having to go out there and buy leads and buy people, or say, or Uncle Tommy, guess what? Or hey Dad, guess what I'm doing? Well, no, I was never really into the whole chasing family members, chasing friends type thing. So having an avenue that is attractive to every single person out there makes DS completely different than anything else, as far as I'm concerned.
And another thing I'd like to add on to that, Carly, is I noticed, this is just a personal observation, people are creatures of habit, and a lot of times they have specific brands that they are, they get to know the brand, it works for them, they like it, they don't want to stray away from that.
Right.
So when you're in a product-based business, you have to kind of, you're dangling it in front of their faces and being like, come on, you want to try it, just give it a try, let's go. And
so true.
Coaxing them, I mean, I know a lot of people who spend a lot of money on samples just to get people to try it out, but it's just, they don't trust the product, they don't trust the company, because it's like, okay, so what makes yours better than the one I'm currently using that I can just go to the store and buy? So it's like, what I love about it is you can go out there and get the products that people are already using and turn around and sell that, and you can set yourself apart just by using the training that we have. It's not making them think about anything or do anything different. They're just hopping online and they find your product and they buy it.
Yeah, that's true, and that makes me think of something else that I'd like to share. Is not only is there the training through DSL, but there is so much value with what the Dream Team has put together. And honestly, when I became an affiliate and I saw what was in that website, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I never got onto YouTube. I never did the different online marketing methods that I found that is free just by joining DS Domination with the Dream Team. And I was absolutely in shock on the value. Now, since I've been in for over a year, I've gone through all the training back there, and I've got lots of videos on YouTube. I've got lots of different avenues that the leaders in the Dream Team have put together that help you. You understand that you're learning from people that have already had huge success, and that is amazing in itself. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that I cannot put a dollar amount on that training that is available back there. It's just, I learned so much just from getting into the Dream Team.
Yeah. I don't know how long it was, but I think it was back in the beginning, like when I first started. I put up a video, a very short video, kind of going over my short story and like what this company's done for me. And I ranked that using the training in the Dream Team back office.
Right.
And I managed to get first page on Google, and I was like, what?
Exactly.
Like I've been back and forth with this whole personal branding journey for 4 years, on and off, back and forth between. There's so much information out there, but it's just getting down to the nitty-gritty and, doing a video and getting it in front of people and being consistent with it. And that's the primary reason that I joined my previous company, was because we were supposed to get that kind of training. We were supposed to get training that showed you how to leverage a personal brand. And I got in there and none of that happened. So to have that here for a fraction, I paid $500 to get into that other company. I paid $20 to get into DS Domination. Hello.
So true. Okay, so Jason, you have anything else you want to add?
You just threw me back into, whipped me back into the past with that whole $500. I was like, oh. Yeah. I almost turned off my camera so I could throw something. But no, yeah, that just made me think of I could have easily bought about 4 platforms here with DSCom.
True.
But it's all right. Now, I'll just add a little bit. It's just you guys have been awesome. I've learned a lot on every single Hangout I've been on or been a part of, and that's the love I love with with Dream Team. So thank you for having me. I don't have a whole lot else to say. If you're on here and you're listening or you're watching or you're going to catch this recording later, make your decision, make it wisely. But just know this: at $19.95 is you're going to spend that with a couple boxes of pizza sometime this month before the end of April. So consider the business, and I guarantee you will be amazed. I could care less how old you are, how much experience you have online. It really doesn't matter. You could be whoever you are and still succeed in this business, because the road is already laid out for you. You just got to follow the system, and the support's already here for you. So aside from that, you guys have a blessed day.
That I could not have said it more perfect than myself. I'm telling you. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. For those of you watching, get back with the person that sent you the link to watch this video. And I want to thank each and every one of our panelists. You guys are awesome. I love each and every one of you. I am just incredibly blessed just to be here. And I cannot tell you how incredibly life-changing DSD and especially the Dream Team has been. So let's see if we can figure out how to turn this thing off. Okay, so that one. Ooh, somebody got a sale.
Yeah.